Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. So today what we're talking about is how do you filter out the dusty people and how do you make sure that you stay away from Uber girls. So we're going to cover two sections here. One is how to obviously stay away from dusty men. If you don't know the definition of dusty men, I suggest you check it up online because everybody almost knows this, especially now going into 2022. Almost even children know this, Anyhow, and then you have the Uber girls, and now I suggest if you don't know the meaning of an Uber girl, no, it's not what you think. It's not the girl who uses an Uber as a transport. It's something totally different, okay? So if you don't know what an Uber girl is, I suggest you watch my very long live that I did about a month ago. It will give you all details that you need to know about an Uber girl and what is an Uber girl energy and how is her character like and how is she like, basically. And if you have yourself any such qualities that would categorize you as an Uber girl, then I suggest that you improve yourself and elevate your energy and elevate yourself overall so you get out of that Uber girl energy, basically. Okay, so let's get into the video. How do you make sure that you steer clear from all dusty men and Uber girls around you? Now my first tip, oh no, wait a minute. Before we get into first tip, please give this video a thumbs up. The more thumbs up you guys give to my videos, of course, the more my message will be conveyed to other people. This is just kind of how YouTube works. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of content, obviously. And you can also obviously follow me on my socials on Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, LinkedIn, as well as on, where else? Yes, Facebook, that's it. Wow, but that's a lot. Anyhow, let's get straight into this video. First of all, I think my first point would be, I know most of my audience is ladies. I think I need some water. I can't even speak today. Okay, so most of my audience I have noticed is a lot of ladies, but don't get offended if you are men watching my channel also. Obviously, I do cater to, I think my content caters to both of the genders. Obviously, you both will learn, but specifically me, if I talk to the ladies right now, let's first start with keeping the dusty men away, okay? Now that is actually easier than you may think. It may be a little complicated because you might be a little confused in your journey, especially if you have just started to do your level up journey and stuff. It will be hard for you to distinguish between the dusty men and then the quality men. But now let me tell you something. When you have an elevated energy level, it's like you vibrate on a whole different level. Your energy is completely different. Your glow is completely different. You've been going to the gym. You've been wearing amazing, improved clothes, quality clothes. Your walk has improved. Your talk has improved. Your makeup skills have improved. Like everything about you, just imagine you, like whatever you are at the moment, imagine you 10 steps ahead. And now let's talk. Now, if you walk into a room, it will be so easy for you to kind of distinguish between what's on your frequency level and what is just dusty level that you just don't even want to be associated with, okay? Your energy should be so high fly. That's the kind of energy that I personally call it the rich bitch energy. It's just a term, I know I shouldn't use these words on YouTube, but it's just a term that I use during my sessions with my level up clients, and we use this term a lot. It's just easy to understand. Like, it's easy to tap into it if you call it the rich bitch energy. What energy are you at the moment? Is it like the basic Uber girl energy, or are you at the rich bitch energy? And the rich bitch energy, I think I'll do like a whole separate video on that, but the rich bitch energy is something my clients understand very well. It's not mean. It may sound like, oh, it's bitchy. No, it's not. It's just you in complete control of yourself, your emotions, your everything. Your triggers are in control, your emotions are under control, and you have this rich energy where, oh, I get that. Okay, this is not okay with me. So you know what? I'm just gonna take a U-turn. I'm not gonna like sit around here and just and fight it and try to impose my opinions on them and make them believe what I'm saying and convince them to what I believe. And no. You take a U-turn very gracefully. That is the rich bitch energy. She doesn't get triggered. She's not wasting her time trying to convince the Uber girls or trying to convince the dusty men. No, she's not. She just sees everything, she hears everything, and she's like, all right. She checks and unchecks everything in her mind it's her personal stuff that has to be done quietly, you know, on the inside. It doesn't have to be told to the whole world, obviously. You do that, you check, you analyze, you calculate, you see, you're like, you know what, this is, yeah, it's not my thing. Nice to see you. Oh, you're lovely. Thank you so much. And then you get out of there, you know, whether you have to leave the room, just exit the place, exit the whole damn party you went at, or if it just means, you know, migrating from this group to another. It could mean anything really, depending on the situation you're at, but you get the point. A rich bitch energy is not sitting here, you know, getting herself entangled in dusty situations, basically. So yeah, that's what we call the rich bitch energy. It's not bitchy, but yes, it's very much in control of herself and just kind of graceful on the outside, you know. Maybe you can call it, it's a little mean on the inside, but obviously it's for her own protection. But on the outside, it's just very graceful, polite. Okay, I know what to do, whatever, you know. When you enter a room, let's say you've been invited somewhere. Now, if you go to that place, how will you know that you have tapped into your rich bitch energy or you have leveled up really? Is when you enter the place, wherever you're going, and you have this rich bitch energy where people now can see. And now see what happens. Now you're sitting there. People are watching. Now people are watching, you know, you all elevated, glowing, growing, you know, you're shining, honey, you're well dressed and you're well spoken and you're just happy. And you can just tell from everybody can tell from your face, you're just a very self-assured, just a happy, glowy person. And now you enter that room and now you will see people's reactions. The girls maybe not, you know, may have those side eyes. Obviously the side eyes are the Uber girls. So you already know, oh, that's the category of the Uber girls. You don't need to associate. Next you're gonna see empowered women. Empowered women, rich bitch energies. They'll be like, oh man, she looks sick. Ah, she looks hot. They'll give you a smile, but they will have no triggers whatsoever because they themselves are very, very empowered. Now, going to the men. Some of the men, probably the alphas, whatever, you know, they have their own thing. They're very self-assured and, you know, sitting there watching you. You know, your fine little ass came to the room. They like that. They like that, you know. They like you looking cute. I like that. Very well done. Like it. They're not going to feel insecure watching you. They'll be pleased. It's like eye candy for their eyes, okay? It's a pleasant situation. Anyway, and then you'll have now the dusty man. Dusty men come with all sorts of triggers. Number one, what is she wearing? Religiously, this is not allowed. Number two, I wonder what culture she's from. Oh, look at how bad she looks. Oh, look at how much makeup that is. Oh, look at, you know, all that. Like lots of triggers. Do you see? Cultural trigger. Why can't I speak today? Cultural trigger. Water. Cultural trigger. Religious trigger, mental trigger, emotional trigger, their insecurity even kicks in. And when that happens, now you will see their toxic masculinity activates. You know, all of a sudden they will kind of try to, and 100% they will try to talk to you, by the way. Oh yes, they will. They will always try. And I also have to tell you that men usually are very competitive. I think you all know that. Men always know when you, with your fine little ass, you're coming to the room or to the party or the event or the function, they know. They know your level. They always know. They have to only see and they already know. You know, every kind of person already knows. And I'm especially talking about men because they're really good at picking up these energies. If they see, I'm talking about the dusty man right now. If they see you, all high-flying, rich bitch energy that we just talked about, right? I'll do like a whole detailed video on that, by the way. Just, I think it's very important. Anyway, may as well record it after this video. But they will see that, and because men are so competitive, they will try it on you and try to now check your self-esteem level. You know, like, where is this girl really at? Yeah, I see it all. Let me check where she's mentally at. Let me quickly check if emotionally she has some triggers that I can activate. They will always try it on you. And now they'll probably introduce themselves to you, or if it's in a group environment, they will ask you probably some questions also. What do you do? Where you come from? Blah, blah, blah. And now whatever you have to say, you may be answering politely where you are from or what do you do, or, you know, random stuff, and they will have some weird twisted things to say. They may come across a little offensive, but they kind of try to get away with it by kind of putting it like a smile on their face or cracking it up like it's a joke or something. But they are doing this to check your self-esteem level, to check where your mindset is at, where your self-esteem is at, how emotionally well balanced they're checking it all, you know, because they have seen what they have seen, and now they have to test the inner triggers, and they're very good at that. So, and here's what you do if you are, you know, kind of in that sort of situation. You handle things very gracefully. You do not activate your Uber girl energy where you start fighting with them or say, oh my god, that's so rude, how dare you, and you know, ruin the whole party, because that will be on you then, because you were the one reacting crazy, not them. They just said something politely in a fun way, even though it was offensive. But the one who reacts, in everybody's eyes, that person is a problem. The one who got triggered, the one who reacted, which is also why, if you have been following me on my Facebook group and been watching me for a very long time, you have seen me say this many times: be the least reactive. Everything, I think this whole journey of leveling up, it all sums it up into one thing, which is be the least flippant reactive. Don't react too much. You don't react to nastiness, you don't react to hate, you don't react to crap. You just don't associate with those kinds of things, okay? You just stay here. Where? Rich bitch energy. Point, period, blank. Okay, now if you find yourself in an environment where the dusty man is kind of testing the waters, okay? Now here's the thing. You better make sure you deal with that very gracefully and then cut off. There should be no more association. There should be no more association. What will an Uber girl do in this situation? An Uber girl would be sitting there trying to convince that person, no, you're wrong, let me tell you, no, you know, like she got triggered, and now she has to react. Now she's gonna say some things. Now she may get a little loud also. She may get into arguments and debates, and the whole vibe is gonna start. And then after that, after the whole debate is done, they may come to a little bit of a friendly fake agreement at the end, but not really. They will still have a face on towards each other and have like side eyes for each other and stuff like this, you know. And then the whole party, you're gonna just feel out of place, like, oh, why did I even come here? I'm not having a good time. No, honey. No, my queens here, wherever they go, they make sure they have the best time of their life, you know, even if it's just a little invitation over a friend for some pizza, or if it's like an event you're going to, if it's like a wedding you've been invited to, or if it's friends gatherings, family get-togethers, or whatever, or even if you're with your partner and stuff, you have a good time, and that's it. Okay, no left, no right. You have a good time. This is it, and that's on you. That's on you. You can't just let anybody come and then test the waters, level check what kind of, you know, radar are you at, and then you spoil it all. And now you be complaining. I had such a worst time of my life. Oh my god, I wish I didn't go. No, that's what the Uber girl does. You have to elevate yourself, okay? Rich bitch energy. She don't do that. Oh, people are mean. Cut off. Oh, that's shit. No association whatsoever. Cut. You understand me? So when you elevate your energy, you will face these kinds of things. Now it's on you. How gracefully do you handle with these things? And by the way, let me also tell you something which I was gonna say 5 minutes ago, but I kind of got distracted by this Uber girls. Anyway, during the time you're dealing with this dusty stuff, in the same group, on the same place, in the same environment, there probably are other high value people watching you at the same time, especially if you are in like a group environment. People are watching you, right? And you never know, they could be like your next potential best friend, could be your next potential business partner, could be your next potential husband, whatever. So many other people could be in that environment. And if you are letting yourself get entangled with this dusty crap, they're not even going to approach you. You stand zero chance now. Now it's on you. If you handle this very gracefully and, oh, okay, yeah, I see. And if somebody even says something offensive, it's their opinions. You know, all you can say, wow, I see you have very strong opinions about that, regarding that. Good for you. I wish you good luck with that. But you handle that very gracefully or whatever, without getting into debates and arguments. That's all I'm saying, okay? Do the best you can. People who are watching, they're probably getting turned on by this. Ooh, this girl has a mind. She has a head on her shoulders. She doesn't just look amazing. She's definitely not a bimbo. She's not a coconut. I mean, look at her. She's graceful. She knows how to speak. She knows how to shut up somebody, but with grace, you know, without getting into the nasty energy, nasty illegal energy, or nasty arguments and, you know, all that stuff. She doesn't get offended like that. She knows how to shut up and put people in their own places, because she knows it's not her problem. When people have, dusty men, when they are giving you kind of crappy time or a difficult time, you know, you just cut it off. Because I think dusty men have this one approach which you always should keep in mind. Not only will they always test, they do that on purpose, because they know, let me put this girl right down below, let me put her in her place. Who does she think she is? She too pretty? She too out of my league? Whatever, let me put her in her place, way below, okay? And now during the whole party, she's gonna keep trying to get validation from me. We'll have like group chats and talks and laughs, and she will keep trying to navigate towards me. They know that. People do that on purpose. It's kind of like this emotional bullying in a way. Does that make sense? It's, yeah, manipulation also. It's just all of this nastiness all combined together in one situation. That's what it is, okay? So you better deal with that in a very neglectful way, if I may say, because I think I'm really good at neglecting stuff like this. Just today, actually, I was also I was invited, and we were out with friends and stuff, and there was yummy food and just nice people, educated, they have their careers, they have their shit together, you know, all that kind of super amazing empowered energy. And then there's this one person trying to give us girls a little bit of a hard time, you know, passing some misogynist and very sexist comments and stuff like this. And none of us got associated with that. None of us wanted validation from that person. Oh, hell no, we have other people that we can talk to, excuse me, who match our energy more, you know. We don't associate with that. And that person, I don't want this video to be too long. It's obviously unnecessary information, but that person had to say a lot about, oh, so that's what you think. Oh, maybe it's in your culture. No, now we're in the first world country and blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just had to say something about religion, about culture, about this, and about everything, basically. And also about what's your age, and what's your age, and what's your age. And my response to that was a little playful. I said, you know what, it's so interesting. Just recently I read somewhere that you never ask a woman her age and a man his age. Is that so? And that person got so much offended, which was good for me, because he has been passing down really offensive comments, but he really got angry that I wasn't even giving any information at all. And so he got kind of triggered. He's like, which world do you think you live in? This is first world country. Maybe in your Asian culture, maybe this, you know, concept is, I don't know, appreciated and stuff like that. Yeah, I said, yeah, well, call me old school then. Oh yeah, do you cook? I'm like, I like to cook sometimes, yes. Well, good, because I like my women cooking in the kitchen. And that's a very sexist comment, by the way. And I'm like, oh, love your choice, amazing, good luck finding that, you know. And he's like, no, I'm not finding anybody, I'm not even looking. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I date myself. And I'm like, you date yourself? Oh, how funny does that sound? And we all had a good laugh. Does that make sense? I did not take away the smile from my face. Oh no, honey. Graceful? Yeah, I kept being normal. polite. Yeah, my voice was totally normal. I did not get offended, did not sound offended either. And we all had a laugh at the end because it made him look so stupid at the end. Does that make sense? And the girls and guys, we were all laughing together. So that's what I'm talking about. You don't associate with that. You cut it off as soon as you can, and then after that you don't even look at that direction, because if you start looking at that direction, then that person knows that you're trying to, get validation on and off. You're going to keep doing that. If you are somebody with low self-esteem, that's how they can now prey on you, because they will know you'll keep navigating towards them. Your energy will be all up in their face. How dare he offend me? How, like you'll see them in the kitchen, you'll be annoyed, and we did not even acknowledge his presence. Well, at least I didn't, because I found that very misogynist and sexist comments and just so many more things. I was like, oh my goodness. And why did he have a problem with us in the first place? Oh, because we were the ones with makeup, nice clothes, and smiley, fresh, lively energy. We were like the life of the party, honey, obviously. I had a problem with that. Had this face on, and yeah, when you have dusty energy around you where they like a woman, but at the same time they don't like a woman, it's just a confusing energy, and that activates their toxic masculinity, and then that's when they may be nice people, I don't know, and I don't care, but it's just when they see that and they can't quite get a hold of that, it always activates their toxic masculinity, and then you will see like these sexist remarks come out and being a little bit of a misogynist and stuff like this. However, you may get triggered if you like to. I would suggest no. Over here, we don't get triggered and try to change everybody's opinion and make them come to our level and make them change their minds. It's not our job. I think you're wasting a lot of your time and a lot of your energy, and your energy is very precious. I think I did this live session where I also explained to you guys your energy is like a currency. I think it was like a live session on my group. By the way, if you're not a part of my Facebook group, you can join that if you like. It's called The Level Up Society by Lady Esha. Esha being me. It's a nice group. We talk about stuff like that, and I think I've done some live sessions where I talked about this also. So think about your energy like it's your currency. What do you do with your money? You don't just spend it on random things, do you? Duh, you buy what you like. You don't buy things you don't even like, do you? You like candy, that's the candy you buy. You like these kinds of clothes, you may buy excessive clothes, but you still buy the ones that you really like, don't you? You buy whatever you like at the moment. So why are you being so extra generous with your energy? Because your energy is a currency too, and so you should spend that very wisely. And I have to tell you that I think especially ladies, you have certain amount of energy on a daily basis, so look at it like, okay, I have 5 levels of energy today. 1 I will spend on my education. Today I have to study, I have exams, blah blah blah. 1 level of energy, okay, I have my family, I have to give them time, blah blah blah. 1 level, okay, for my work and shit, I have work to do every day. 1 level of energy, okay, I'm going out with my friends. And 1 wherever you like, if you're dating, if whatever. Does that make sense? You don't have any bar for energy to be spending on random things you don't even want to be associated with. And dusty people, goodness sake, are you kidding me? Uber girls? No, honey, no, you don't have a bar of energy for those things. You just don't. Your bars of energies, your levels of energies are for the things that are very important for you. So prioritize your life and prioritize what is very important for you at this stage and at this age of your life. And I'm sure, 100% I can tell you, I'm sure your priorities are not to be associated with dusty men or Uber girls. Talking about Uber girls, now I think of course there's lots of categories of a lot of people, but let's just categorize girls into 2 portions right now, okay, just to make it easy. Dusty girl and the rich bitch. You could also not be a rich bitch, you could be kind of somewhere in the middle, but let's just go with that for a moment. Uber girl, bitter, not very acknowledging and empowered, and just very basic level stuff, Don't be surprised if you have an elevated kind of energy and you walk into some place, or even if you have people around you that are very Uber-ish and they don't even like you. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they don't like you. Why are you so surprised? Excuse me. Imagine if I was a very, 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 very devastated, miserable, lonely, like really, really sad, hating everybody, bitter about everybody, have nothing nice to say about everybody, Uber girl. Imagine that was me. Imagine. Wow. I mean, it feels miserable. Imagine it was me. And now imagine in front of me, somebody elevated comes in front of me who has her ish together. Of course I'll be bitter. I think I will be. Oh, I think I will be, Poor me. Oh my God, I would be. I'll be like, I wish. But at the same time, I won't be smart enough to get inspired and learn and befriend that person and to do better. I'll be stupid because I'm an Uber girl. Uber girls are usually very stupid. They like to outsmart everybody, but usually they're stupid, and I'm sorry to tell you that. Uber girls want to outsmart everybody when it comes to, theory and opinions and concepts, and I'm smarter than you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, obviously that doesn't make them smart, and I don't think for women it should be our end all be all goal to be smart. No. It's to live well and be healthy and wealthy and all of those precious things. To be the smartest? Not bothered about that, to be honest. No. I don't need you to be impressed way too much with my smartness. No, honey, no. To me, it doesn't make sense. Does that make sense? Smart is when you're not an Uber girl anymore. That itself is smart. You have your ish together. That's smart. You're into fitness. You're into your work. You're educated. You're educating yourself all the time with new things. You are skilled at so many 100 different things. You're talented. Smart enough. Smart enough. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Why are you trying to outsmart everybody? No, be good at what you really want to be, and that is smart enough. It's not smart to try and, belittle everybody else. Oh, now I'm smartest. What are you going to get when you try to be the smartest in the room? Tell me. Does that give you a reward? Any award? Does it pay off in life, generally speaking? Okay, if you want to be a doctor, okay, studying, that's a different story. Generally, outsmarting each other is not the smartest thing to do. You may think like that because you probably have Uber girl energy, but it's not the wisest thing to do at all, to be honest with you. But that's on you. Coming back, of course, if you're an Uber girl, you will be so triggered. You'll feel insecure when an elevated woman comes in front of you. If you're wise, you would want to learn and get inspired, but if you're silly little Uber girl, you would hate that. You would hate that women just for existing. And same goes with dusty men also. They would hate you just for existing because you're too pretty for them, maybe, or their toxic masculinity is now activated. They now feel insecure because I told you, men are competitive. They're looking at you, they see the kind of masterpiece you are. Oh, they see you, they're watching you, okay? You're fine little ass coming in the room, or, you're done up, glow up, ish together. Nice, polite, smiley, glowy. Everybody's attention on you. They see that and they're competitive, okay? And a dusty man is equally as competitive, by the way. Weak to handle it, but competitiveness is still there. So when they see you, they know somebody better out there than them is going to come get you. It's going to be looking for you, and again, even in an environment where there's a group and a lot of people, they know that they can't get you. You're out of their league. Ooh. And if they see you have high self-esteem, and by the way, they always do that test we already talked about. They will always do that self-esteem check to see what's the inside like? Is it very turbulent? Good for me. The outside was shit anyway. It was just fake. But if you have your inside together, your mind is right, you cut crap very quickly. You're kind and polite on the outside, but when you see crap and you take a U-turn very quickly. It doesn't take you too long to do that. They see that self-esteem, Now it's a problem. Now they can't quite get a hold of you. And now this toxic masculinity is going to come out and they'll have mean things to say to you, blah, 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 blah. You do not deal with that. It puts you in a situation of confusion for the time being. But if you're a self-aware person, which I believe most of my audience is very self-aware here, you will know what's going on, and you will not indulge in that, and you will not let the other people get indulged and, you know, enjoy your weaknesses and enjoy your triggers. Oh no, you're not gonna give them this kind of chance. Why would you? You're not stupid, are you? Oh no, stupid are the ones that want to outsmart everybody. That's stupid. Stupid is, oh, you think that? Oh, you think you're a smart guy, huh? You trying to outsmart the person now, trying to tell how her opinions are so much better and how he has to believe the right way and he has to be politically correct and he has to think like she does. No, that doesn't make you smart. It makes you uber girl, yes. Smart, no. Because now your energy is associated with crap, and now even the high value people watching you, now you're trouble. Have you not ever had those friends around you that are always trouble? They go into a room, a stranger has to just say hello to their friend, anything, and that girl has a problem, and she can make trouble. She can put fire in that place in no time, in no minutes, in no seconds. So good at that. Uber girl energy, getting triggered all the time, igniting fires, you know. It's so easy for them to just be so loud and get so triggered and just loud and crazy and shout like a crazy ass woman. And no wonder people call us crazy women. No wonder people say women are crazy. It's because of Uber girls most of the time. Uber girls make us all look like we are crazy. Uber girls do make us look like, you know, we have no control on our emotions. How sad is that? But by the way, you all need to take responsibility and accountability, okay? Just like we talk about dusty men, yeah, you know, dusty men make all other men look the same way. We have to be always so careful, don't we? I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Because you're always trying to like filter out the, you know, the dusty energy. Dusty people make the whole gender look dusty and bad. They give them the wrong impression. They make wrong impression on us because of the dusty people. And same goes for Uber girls. Uber girls, toxic energy, it goes the same way. You know, it makes all women look crazy and silly and like, you know, we're nagging and crying all the time, but we never have any solutions. Oh no. The smart one has a solution. She's not nagging and crying and, you know, debating and argument. No. She's focused on living well, okay? And she empowers others also to do the same. That's what she does. No other concern she has. No. Do I have any points that I missed out on? I don't think so. Oh my god, this video is going to be long. I really wanted this to be just like 15 to 20 minutes, but when I start talking, I talk a lot, so it's really hard for me to keep my videos shorter than like 30 minutes. Honestly, I'm really sorry about that. Law of vibration I wanted to talk about, guys. You have to, you know how when you give somebody your number, they're the only ones that can call you now, right? Because they have your number. What does that mean? They can dial up and reach your frequency. It's not like they're going to dial your number and all of a sudden talking to somebody else. No, they're going to be talking to you. They're matching your frequency. They're at your frequency right now. They're connected to you. So raise your vibrations. Not everybody should be connected to you. You know, your vibration should be higher. Your frequency should not be approachable for every Tom, Dick and Harry and every Tina and Mina. Oh no. Your frequency should be accessible to the ones that matter, to the ones that make sense to you. Point blank, period. It should not be your goal to be liked by everybody and be accessible to everybody and be called a nice girl and a kind girl. No. Now, what happens to too nice and too kind? I think we all know. I mean, for what? Being a nice and kind and generous person, 100% yes. Charitable, you know, yes. But at the same time, I think trying, when it comes to, I have to prove that I am so nice to every Tom, Dick and Harry, I think that's where you show yourself the most disrespect. You know, I don't believe that God has created you to be way too nice and way too kind with every single person because you want them to compliment you. I think that's now disrespectful for your very own existence. You're not respecting your own self when you do that. And I'm very much against that. So the rich bitch energy is not bothered about being liked by everybody. She's gonna be liked because she is empowered and she's happy and she's fine and friendly. But if you try to kind of pull the trigger, she's not gonna get triggered. She wants to just run away from you. And that's how it should be, you know. And then you can say she's bad and she's mean, oh, she was so stuck up and she was so up herself. Good. Yeah, good, because that very feeling that you have towards her is gonna at least keep you away from her, because that's exactly what she wants, you know. If she is making every crappy person think she's nice, every crappy person is gonna try on her. She doesn't want that. So what does she have? Self-respect, healthy self-esteem, and healthy boundaries too. And that may not be known as too nice in everybody's eyes, and that's completely fine, because for the ones that this is considered nice, those are the ones that have same frequency. You give access to those people. The ones that think, you know, being that way or having boundaries is you being too stuck up or whatever people want to call that, then, well, that's good, because that's exactly the kind of people you don't want to have around you, do you? By the way, healthy people love healthy people. Healthy people who have healthy boundaries love healthy people who have healthy boundaries. Wise people who have grace and who are very quick at cutting BS from their life, they like similar sort of people also, you know. Whether it's men, women, anything in between, doesn't matter. That's what they like. So what do? You work on your mindset. You work on your emotional well-being. You elevate your level of self-esteem and self-respect also, and make sure you have healthy boundaries, you know. And that's what you do. And if you need help in that process, obviously you're going to be booking my level up session, so I can talk to you one-to-one and we can solve your problems, whatever it is that you have going for you, and I can try and elevate you from where you are at the moment, you know. And it will be a whole new different feeling and a different mind and a different world and a different situation, because, you know, once your inner world changes, everything around you, honestly, just everything changes, you know. When your energy shifts, your finances improve, your emotional well-being improves, your mental and like your capacity and your, you know, ability to be assertive and strong completely changes. You won't see that whiny, complaining, helpless little girl that you had who cried herself to sleep every night. You won't have that anymore. You don't see that anymore. You're so much more empowered, and that's a thing of the past now, you know. Now you're stepping forward, 10 steps forward, and, you know, my level up sessions can help you reach that goal so much quicker. You could do that on your own, which may take you years and years of like lessons and watching videos, maybe reading this, that. But when you kind of have a guide that can guide you through the process and tell you exactly where you're at and what you could be doing, which could improve your situation, you can get there so quickly, so quickly. Just the other day, somebody on Instagram was asking me, you know, how many sessions do I usually book? Because one booking is usually for three one-to-one sessions with me. The link is given down below. You can check it out anyway. And so it's so interesting to me. I was like, oh, that's so interesting, because most of the time people have to book it only once. And even in those 3 sessions, which is done, you know, it covers like a whole month basically. It's done within a month. Within a month of me just being present with you, around you, it changes you so much. You know, not many people have to keep rebooking, but obviously some people really do when they're especially in the very beginning and stuff, you know, because then you have to customize it according to their needs, and they may have different, you know, departments of life that they want to improve on. So once we're done with the emotional stuff, then we can go towards the mental. Once we're done with that, we can go towards your styling and grooming and stuff. So, you know, it's all sorts of different things that are involved as a collective in this whole process, and whatever department that you're lacking in, we can then work on that. And it may take time, you know, we can do that one by one, obviously. So in that case, obviously you'll be having to book them several times, which people don't mind, obviously, because it helps them so much. I've had some people, male and females, older as well as younger, you know, who wanted to book them again and again, because it's like, I just want you to be present in my life. It just helps me so much. And I think for me, obviously that's a big compliment, but at the same time, I just want you to improve, and that's my goal. If my presence even helps, you know, if me talking to you and keeping a check on you obviously helps, then, well, that's my goal accomplished. Does that make sense? And for now, I think I suggest that you go and watch my Uber Girl video. and yeah, watch a few others, and I hope these videos help you. And don't forget, you can also join my Facebook group called The Level Up Society by Lady Esha. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up also. Until my next video, take care of yourself, take care of your well-being, and please elevate your energy and get into that rich bitch energy. Okay, if you need help, I'm always here.